Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Here we go now.
On second down, there's McCarron. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
All right, here we go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56.
Big edge.
Over.
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Set. Wide 80. Let's go. Wide 90. Wide 90. Force. Tiger.
Check safety. Back.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Check 31.
Tiger.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Let's go. Blue 58.
Bridgewater now on second down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Two tights. Hey.
Henry running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Caught left side, Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, Cook. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On play action, it's McCarron going deep for Diggs. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
Second down, Bridgewater. He dumps it off for Henry. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing the completion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
A toss to Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Yeah, baby.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Check. Crash, 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 crash. Run. Yeah, baby. Boom. Double tight.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He finds some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Double tight, double tight.
Now let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down now after the incompletion.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Gone! Back 99.
McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. A nice little juke.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Set.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Man left, man left.
Two jet. Two jet.
Three down.
Two jet. Two jet. Let's go. Wait, 90.
Final play and a half, Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tight right, tight right.
Set.
3 down, 3 down.
They run again on first down. Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And some room to work.
Run!
34 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's get it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
And now they'll throw it with McCarron. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39! Green!
Fresno!
Now it's McCarron off play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Second down following the incompletion.
He's tracking.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to... take over at the 21-yard line.
Get off here. Get off. We got it.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Double tight.
Here we go.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. McCarron now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This will be, 38 yards out. And Forbath will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they started moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Derrick Henry. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Hey, goal 66.
Four down.
On first down, Brady.
Undercrush.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Yeah, baby.
Wait, 20.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, goal 66.
You go night.
Wait, 20.
Brady to throw on second down. Forced out to his left.
Bang.
It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Kill.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 4 down.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Hey. 4 down.
Orange. 20. 52.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
20. Alabama. White, we said.
Kill.
White, we said.
Hey, turn it up.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. First and 15 here behind the chains.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Wait, set. Wide. 72.
4 down.
White, we said.
4 down.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hot. That's where you belong.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
20. White, we said.
20. On second down, here's Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. Give him 30 yards there. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And it's up and good. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hurry up, here we go. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Cook running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Watch number 5.
Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. New York set to take the field, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Strong right.
Throwing again. Brady. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. On play action, now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have never been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Run. Boom. Bus stop. I got you, 45.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
A pretty large mental mistake right there to give them the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a 1st down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You've got to be careful.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They pitch it out to Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
We got three. Here we go now. Blue 90.
This is Cook. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Go, let's run.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's it.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a run with Cook, and he'll be taken down at the 34. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. On the carry, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Vikings on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Your trip is here.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hey, we got to stand up.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
20. Let's go. Ozzie.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Watch tight end.
Brady now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And we just saw another